So I'm continuing on my fit up now. I'm trying to get some details under control, and I'm having a little trouble. First thing is, I don't know if it's been posted yet, I got the new hinge kit, but I can't get the hinges apart. The pins are stuck, and I've watched all sorts of videos of how to press them out and drill them out, and I just haven't gotten that far yet. But if you saw that video, you know I'm stuck with the hinges, so I can't really mount the door to see where the door hangs. But I'm working on this detail here, and I look on the other side and I see this piece here goes on top of this, right? But if I go under back here, this still can go back a little over a 1/4 inch, like 3/8 of an inch. It still needs to go back further. So in order to achieve that, I would either cut this little tab off, and it'd be flush, it'd be behind that, and would close this gap right there, that gap. Or I would maybe try to hammer the piece behind there tighter, which I don't think is the right thing to do either. But the really thing that would resolve that is to mount the fender and see where the fender lines up with this. Now if the fender's out, if I push this in and the fender's out too far, I guess I could bend this out later on in life. I don't know, maybe I should just leave it like, maybe I should just tuck it behind there and hope for the best. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, is just cut this tab off and push it in. And then if I need to bend this out and weld a new tab on, that'll be the way to go. I did take the time to measure like the distance between here, coming across to here, and compare it to the other side. I'm only off by 1/8 of an inch. So if this piece here is too far that way, maybe I have to shim the door. I don't know. I'm getting into territory I'm not really familiar with. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm not deterred. Days like today, I go, hey, you should just bought one that was ready to go. And then you'd be driving it. But where's the fun in that? So here's where I'm at. I'm just trying to get this sorted out. I know I'm going to have to cut away the cab corner, but this piece here, is part of the B-pillar, needs to be patched right under here and on this side too. So I don't know whether I'm going to probably do that before I weld this step in. The last thing I want to do is weld that step in and have to take it out again. But if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Of course, I got to patch this hole that I'm looking at going, it's just a flat piece of metal. Why didn't you just replace the whole thing? Because I hate breaking spot welds. It's just not good for me. All right, let's try the next step. So I cut this little filler piece out, and it fits pretty good. I put a little curve into it with the hammer, and if I turn the camera onto this angle, you can see the curve fits pretty good. I can't just hold the camera and the piece at the same time, but trust me, it fits pretty darn good. I want to get it tacked into place and tweak it a little bit more, and I can always trim off. See, it's a little long. I can always trim off the bottom. So I'm going to go get the welder out now. Well, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, which is to get this piece in, and now as I turn here, the profile is almost perfect. But I still have to fill this hole, which I think I need to cut like a little sliver of metal and somehow get it to hold in there, maybe with a magnet, and get it started. Fill that in. And of course, here it's ugly and there's gaps, but I think I can fill it if I take my time. The tricky part's going to be get a little sliver of metal in here to kind of complete this return. And then of course the cab corner will come right to where my fingernail is and cover all that ugliness up and meet up with the rocker where my hand is. And that's the plan. But I'm happy with this for today. I don't know whether to keep going or not. It's Sunday night. I want to go and relax a little bit. This is kind of like a Monday job. Start up in the morning. This is why I don't get anything done. Friday jobs turn into Saturday jobs, which turn into Sunday jobs, and all of a sudden it's Monday again, and nothing's done. But I am happy the way this step is coming out. I just got to tweak it a little bit. And like I talked about the hinge, I don't know if I'm going to have the hinge video up before this or after this, but the hinge is definitely an issue. Here's my finger in the shot. So thanks for watching. Catch you later. Well, before I called it quits, I put a little patch piece in here too. And I found these tin snips. They were in my mother's garage. I don't know where we got them from, but I was able to cut a little piece off with the tin snip instead of using the little cutting wheel. And just a little tiny piece in there. And now I just got to fill this in. Basically, this is the inner cab corner now I'm on. So I'm eventually going to have to cut away the cab corner, expose what's left of the inner, and rebuild the inner. So that's enough for today. I think we have salmon for dinner tonight. I'm looking forward to that. And again, thanks for watching.